that you gotta trust.
Alright. What's good, guys? It's another video with your boy, the Hungry Panther. And today I'm gonna talk about how to become a humble beast. So what I mean by that is how to become your best self. And I feel like to become your best self, you gotta be a humble beast. Because if you're not humble, you know what I'm saying, it just ain't gonna work. Because in my opinion, as fast as you could get something, you know, like for instance, materialistic things, they always come and go. So you always gotta stay positive, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it could be taken away just as fast as you've gotten it. So you just gotta remain humble. But then also you gotta be a beast, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, you gotta strive for your goals, you know? And you gotta put forth, you know, that good karma, you know? So before you could be your best self, obviously you gotta put in the actions or have the mindset to be able to enact on those things, to be able to get the ball rolling in your favor. And today I'm gonna talk about that. And while I'm talking about that, to be able to get to that mindset or, you know, achieve your best self, you would have to follow 5 things that I personally would do in order to become my best self and be a humble beast. You know what I'm saying? And number 1 is to embody your best self. Now, while I say that, I really mean, like, let's say, is there like a quick question? Is there anyone that you look up to, you know, like a role model? Or is there any specific thing in this life that you want? You know, so what you would do, you would research, obviously. So you would research it and, you know, see what makes that person, or what it takes to be able to do a thing that you want. And then you would research it, obviously, from that, you know, like, that's the main thing, is just finding what it takes, because then you could actually, you know, put forth the steps to actually enact it. Being aware of what the issue is the most important thing, because some people are just not aware and they just be going in loops of, you know, just wasting time, because they're not really doing what they were meant to do or whatever they want to do, you know. So yeah, so that's number 1, embody your best self. And obviously, if you don't have a role model, you know, what would you do? You would say, like, so, like, for instance, what would I do in this situation? What would my best self do in this situation? You know what I'm saying? Or, like I say, if you have a role model, what would they do in this situation? And you just act accordingly. And obviously, over time, it would just be within you to just do those things, because practice makes perfect, obviously. And obviously, perfect don't exist, so just practice makes better. But you get what I mean. And yeah, that's number 1. And then for number 2, I would say going to the gym or exercise, obviously, in general. The reason why I say that is because in order to be your best self, you gotta have your health in check, right? So exercise is a major point, or a major part of that, because when you're healthy, you just automatically just want to do things good, do good things, or do things that you love doing, because you're already in that mindset of feeling good, because you look the part, so you feel the part at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, it's just something different. Like when you exercise, it just gives you like your endorphins running, you know what I'm saying? So it just gives you good vibes overall, at least in my opinion. I don't know, other people could, differ. But this is my video, so I'm just telling you what I do. You don't gotta follow it. It's just advice from me to you. Like I said from my first video, I'm a student just like you guys, so don't like just think, oh, I gotta follow every single thing he does. Nah, I'm just trying to, help out people that are, lost. Cause it's just a sucky place to be in when you're lost, So yeah, you go to the gym, or you could do a workout at home. I just like going to the gym because it's fun. It's my personal like passion, strength training or bodybuilding, or you could do also cardio too. I personally like to do all of them because I just want to be an overall beast, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Number three, which is also just piggybacking off of exercise, is health. So like diet, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you're getting the right nutrients and the minerals that your body needs, so you're able to actually freaking function, and you actually feel good. Like, because I told you what, like what I was talking about earlier in other videos, freaking whatever you put inside, you know what I'm saying, you are what you eat types, you know what I'm saying? So if you are what you eat, obviously if you're eating bad food, then obviously your mental and your physical is just not gonna, it's just gonna be out of whack. So just making sure you have a balanced diet, or whatever diet you follow that helps you feel good, you know what I'm saying? And then making sure that you get the right vitamins and minerals that your body needs to actually sustain a good lifestyle and ultimately be your best self. And for number 4, I would say find a skill, a trade, or a business that you would like to follow. In order to be your best self, obviously you need the financials, you know what I'm saying? So it's sad to put it, but like in this world, we need money to, sustain ourselves. So it would be, it would behoove you to, follow something that obviously gives you good money, but then also, something that you enjoy. You could always have a normal job and have a side hustle that you actually enjoy, Like in my opinion, I would just like to have like a job and then also a business on the side, just so I could have a backup plan. So, yeah, just follow, like, for instance, like a skill, good skills to have. For instance, lifting. Like, in my opinion, that's what would be my skill. Like, lifting is obviously a skill that not everybody knows. Like, they just know, oh, like, you lift weights and you gain muscle, but, like, obviously there's more to that. And, it's good to actually enhance that skill, because obviously if you have that skill, like, at a higher than average than most people, you can not only obviously freaking gain strength and all that stuff, but you'll also be able to do it at a faster pace because you are doing all the right things instead of wasting your time doing things that don't even work, you know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, I feel like strength is like something that is missing, because a lot of people like to do bodybuilding, like isolation stuff, like doing arms, by yourself, no legs. Like, no, I like to do everything full body, you know what I'm saying? And just being all around athlete, I feel like, is the best way to go about it. And also just to be strong in general is a good thing, not just for the looks and all that. Like, obviously that's a part of it, but utility wise, you'll be a more useful person, I feel like, and then a trade, like you could be like electrician or plumber, something that gives you good money. And, business. So, like, for instance, I'm doing YouTube. You could do anything else, obviously, but I just chose to do YouTube because I just feel like it was calling me, you know what I'm saying? Because I always wanted to do YouTube since I was a little kid. And I've done YouTube videos, but it was more like on some fun stuff, like not anything serious. Now I'm just like, I should probably take it a little bit more serious, just because if I enjoy it, why not just do it? Even if I'm not making any money from it, that's what I'm doing on the side right now, And the next one, number 5, last one, is to read and gain knowledge. Now, before I go into reading and gaining knowledge, I would like to add to meditate and do yoga, because what meditating and yoga does is it helps with your awareness, especially meditation. And the more aware you are, obviously, the things that you need help with, your weaknesses, especially mentally. Mental health is a big thing. I feel like in today's, day and age, and meditation and yoga is like top 2 things. Incorporating with number 3 would be exercise, I feel like in order to be your best self, and the meditation part, obviously, with the awareness, if you're more aware, not only will you be able to pick up on things easier, you'll be able to understand things more because you're in the present moment, because you don't have all these thoughts running through your head. Now, obviously, you're gonna have thoughts running through your head, but when you meditate, it helps with your focus. And I feel like focus is a major thing that not a lot of people have. I'm not saying everybody, obviously, I'm just saying in general. I feel like focus is like a skill that I feel like maybe is like under, like, how do you say, like, it's not taken as serious, I feel like, if that makes sense. Like, people don't realize that they actually need more focus, because if you have more focus, then you're able to accomplish your goals better, because you're not always distracted all the time, And you'll be able to get the job done better, be more useful with your time. So then you could actually have fun and do things after, instead of wasting time and doing all this other stuff, and then you're like, oh yeah, I haven't even finished doing this or that, So yeah, number 5, so the reading and the knowledge, obviously. So if you want to be your best self, how are you going to be your best self without learning? I don't know how. You gotta learn, which is pretty much like, it doesn't even matter where it's from, like, do real life experience or from a book, YouTube video. As long as you're getting knowledge, it don't really matter, because the whole purpose of getting knowledge is so you could apply that knowledge, so you could be your best self, like I was saying from step number 1 of being a humble beast, So yeah, those are the top 5 things that I would say you would need to be your best self and become a humble beast. And I know I kind of made this video right after Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Being grateful and giving thanks is a very high vibration to be in. So I'm just thankful for you guys watching the video, you know what I'm saying? Taking time out of your day to watch this video, because at the end of the day, without you guys, I wouldn't even have I wouldn't be doing this type, So, yeah, please, like, subscribe, comment for your boy, because at the end of the day, I'm just a student trying to give you this knowledge, this game, so you can be your best self, just like how I'm striving to be my best self. So yeah, peace.
Bye.